and just thought I'd give you a quick personal review of this pretty cool new pedal I recently came across. It's called the Soul 5 Overdrives by a company called X Gear. If you're like me, you're probably thinking, uh-oh, another overdrive pedal. What's the big deal? And honestly, you know, in today's world of new guitar products coming out all the time, new technologies, new pedals, yeah, what's the big deal is probably a pretty valid question. So I'll just talk a little bit about what makes this pedal pretty cool for me. The first thing I really like about this is that it's a very subtle overdrive. So it's definitely not in the category of like a novelty, crazy distortion or flanger or something that's got an immediate drastic effect on the guitar signal. This is really much more nuanced. And in fact, for me, it really serves better as sort of a versatile boost pedal as opposed to an overdrive pedal. Just to get an idea of what we've got here, I'm going to switch it off. This is the guitar totally clean, so you can get an idea. And here's the pedal engaged. And what I like is that it basically allows the clean tone to become a lot more expressive. I still have that clean vibe. You know, where you can get a lot more of this vocal-like. But without necessarily losing that single note clean, you know, the clean guitar thing. And the sound you're hearing right now is actually the result of the gain knob turned all the way up. So let me put this at about half and you can see what it does. It's definitely not a heavy metal pedal. It's really, in my opinion, somewhere midway between a boost and like an overdrive. So let's see, we've got some other features here. We have level or volume, decibel volume. We've got treble. Over here, where you would expect to see bass directly across from that, we actually have what's instead a knob called a meat knob, which is actually really cool and it definitely fits. I'm going to turn this all the way off for a second and we can compare the meat density. And it's all the way off, all the way on. So it's really not low end. It's more of a, it really is, it just puts meat on the note, and it's a pretty cool thing. I'm gonna put the meat at about halfway. And it's just, yeah, just more variations. I personally like to run this all the way up. It's a really cool knob. You can play around with that. Let's see, we have a boost switch here, and this basically gives you 3 different boost levels you can start with. So you can experiment with some different, you know, gain stages. You can turn the volume up, but turn the boost level down, or vice versa, and see what kinds of sounds you get from that. The other thing I really like is that this pedal seems to work really well with other overdrive pedals. Maybe I'm just getting lucky with mine, but what you were hearing, this is the exact sound here. That you heard at the beginning of the video when I was playing and soloing. That's this pedal being used with my signature Carl Martin overdrive pedal, and I'm only using the boost side of my pedal. So again, it's not a ton of gain here, but it's this was the tone that you heard. So. So there it is. Let's see what else we've got. The other cool thing about this pedal is that these cool lights, they light up. And if you're like me and you've been in tons of situations where it's a really dark club and you're trying to get to the stage and you can't see anything, it can be convenient sometimes. Even when it's off, the main knob is on. So it's cool. It's got a cool color, kind of Hendrixy, hippie looking purple. And I don't know, I really like this pedal. It's just something I've been into lately, so give it a shot, and there you have it.